Hey there guys, what's going on? It's Mackii for Phoenix, or Phoenix Gaming, or Phoenix Esports, depending on how you came to find us. And as you can see on screen right now, down in the bottom left hand corner, I am actually the coach for Phoenix Esports. Now, this week you've already saw a few videos. I don't know if they done introductory videos, I don't know if they just done a random gameplay. I know Scott has been live streaming a few times, he put a video up about that. But I am going to be doing an introduction video for you guys to get to know me better as a person, as a player, and as a coach for the team. But I'm doing something a little bit special for that, so it will be coming up next week. But as was put out on the team's Twitter, and you can see it on screen now, we are looking for YouTubers, players for a second team, and casters and live streamers. So I thought, you know what, we're looking for casters. Casting really took off in Black Ops 2 with the addition of CoDcasting. Ghost is trying to follow that up, so I'm going to do a quick 101 of the casting layout, the broadcaster mode, for any of you up and coming casters. So who knows, watch this video, take it, do what you want, but my advice if you want to cast is just cast any moment you can. S&D games, SNR games, like any game like that where you die and you're spectating, cast. Like obviously domination you can't because it's only 5 seconds, but S&D, if you die in the round, cast the rest of the round, cast every round you're dead, kind of thing. Just use any experience you can to improve your casting. But as you can see, I've got 4v4 bots on here because I am in my own. It is late at night, no one else is on to help me out with the video, so I'm just going to be putting bots on to use it as an example. Now the first thing you need to do is obviously assign yourself the broadcaster mode. To do that you go on your name, it's got to be esport rules have got to be on, by the way, and then you just go to broadcaster mode when you have been on your name, and then we're just going to start up the match. Now the 60-second countdown, I have still got a little bit of freedom to move about in the caster mode, do what I want, so I'm going to use that. You're not really going to be watching any action at the moment, but I'm going to use that time just to get you used to the interface and to point out a couple of things to you guys. So I'm going to move that away because I can notice the plosives coming through a bit, the P's and the B's and the p kind of noise. I've noticed that starting to like peak a little bit on OBS, so I'll just move my mic further away from my mouth. Not too far away, you won't be able to hear me though. Come on, how long does it take to load up? There we go. Now, first thing I want to talk about is the helper down at the bottom. I am on PlayStation now, guys. You can see there my PlayStation controller. I'm not a PlayStation player, I'm both, but my Xbox Live has run out at the moment, which kind of sucks, so I am doing this one on PlayStation. But as you can see down at the bottom in the helper, you've got multiple options, R1, L1, to allow you to scroll through the players. That's pretty much the same as just spectating. And in the game mode, triangle allows you to flick through what point of view you want. L2, large map, L2 again, full screen map, and L2 back to the minimap. Select toggles the scoreboard, and R2 focuses scoreboard, and that will take us quite nicely onto what I want to talk about now. Now you press R2 to focus the scoreboard, you'll see that yellow line that's now on Sanborn's name. As I move, that will obviously it'll move down each player, and then depending on what player I want to spectate, say I want to spectate O'Hara on the other team, I just move it up to there, press X on him, and it will switch to that player. Down one to Larson, up to Par, down over onto the other team, pick Strong, who's just switching someone in the back, check your 6 boy. But yeah, now that can actually be used in conjunction with the minimap. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail in the minimap in a little bit, but it can actually be used in conjunction with the minimap. Now, for example, pull it up to the large map setting. I'm spectating Strong right now, he is the large white arrow in the minimap, but as I move through, you'll see that different players are being highlighted with the yellow goldy arrow instead. For example, Cork there on B-Dom, he's yellow. Move it to Lin, who's at the tank. Move it to Strong, he's the white arrow, so that won't. And then Chen, who's backstrip alley. Then again, same in the other team. Par and Broken's yellow. Now Sanborn on B-Dom's yellow. And then Larson and O'Hara in the back alley are yellow as well. So Yeah, now that's just a quick way to use the scoreboard in conjunction with the minimap. It allows you to see what position, if you're looking for a player to spectate, say you want to spectate a certain player, for example, say I wanted to spectate the guy that's pushing from front strip to B-dom, I would just go down till I find him, it's Cork, and I'd switch to him. It just makes it a lot easier for finding out who you actually want to watch. Now, going back to the scoreboard again, just to finish off talking about that. Now you can see Larson there to the left of his name, he's got a little 3 icon. What that actually is that is your score or your kill counter. Basically it's like how many positive actions that lead to points. You know how your kill streaks are point related, 1 point, 2 point, 3, like 3 points for a satcom, 5 points for a dog, that kind of thing. That's just basically your points. Score how many points that player's got. So Sanborn, he's on 1 right now, so he's going to have 1 point towards his streaks. And it just gives you an indication of what players are maybe going off, what players are playing the objective, any high kill streaks going on, that kind of thing. Also, the scoreboard is just typical of scoreboard, but also you'll notice the camera icon next to Sanborn. That is because that is who I am spectating at the moment. If I move that to Larson to spectate him, the camera will move with him. Now, as well, obviously in conjunction with the minimap, Ghosts right now, if you look at the scoreboard, the team name is blue, Federation is orange. But if I switch over to Lynn, sorry, Ghosts is still blue, Federation is still orange, and if you look in the minimap, that's how it corresponds. But if I switch over to Cork on the Federation then becomes blue, and the Ghosts then become orange. This basically just helps you keep track of whatever team you're on. Blue is the team you're on, orange is the team you're not, basically. Now the minimap, as I said, you've got the 3 different modes. You've got the large minimap, the full screen minimap, and the normal minimap, which we're all used to. That's quite self-explanatory. That one, obviously, you can see the background a little bit, but you can't really focus on the action too much. Although that does allow you to see where players are going a little bit clearer. Minimap is just the minimap. And then the large one, which is my personal favourite for when I'm casting it, allows you to see any potential gunfights going on. It allows you to see the full map, but you can still see the action as well. Now, the thing I want to talk about next is the thing that's down below the minimap, the 1, 2, 3, 4 there. What they are default assigned camera angles on the maps. For example, in Octane, if I get rid of the focus scoreboard, 1 is on the C flag, 2 is on the A flag, 3 is on B flag, and then 4 focuses on that top motel area and the connector, which is there with the tank and the bus. So they're basically just default camera positions. From there you can move any way you want. I'm going to go to B-dom to show you can move about anywhere you want in free roam. They are just set positions that will default the camera to there. It's not like you're not locked, you can still move about perfectly fine. And that's about it. Now, last thing you really need to know about is the kill feed. I'm going to get rid of the helper right now. You can see it down there in the bottom right hand corner. Hopefully there's going to be another kill or 2 this round just so I can show you, but look in that bottom right hand corner. You might see one in a couple of seconds. There you go, Sanborn just killed Lynn. You can see it down there. Now typically we're used to it in the left hand side, not the right, but with the addition of the 4 default camera angles and that taking up that spot, that is something we are going to get used to. Now the last note I really just want to say is the scoreboard where it is. If you remember that little camera that popped up in a game mode such as S&D, well in S&D, whoever is the bomb carrier, they will have a little bomb symbol pop up next to their name there. But yeah guys, that is pretty much everything you need to know for broadcaster mode to get you into the basics. Now there are some advanced stuff you can do with it when you get more familiar with the layout, but this is literally a basic introduction to it. So honestly guys, take this, do with it what you will, go practice. Who knows, you could be the next Puckett, you could be the next Benson, the next Fliz, you could be the next big caster. But as always guys, as earlier even guys, I said as earlier guys, as was what I meant, we are looking for casters, YouTubers, live streamers and players for our second team. I believe, I'm waiting to hear back from Dan on that one, but I do believe we are still looking for players for our second team as well. at the time of this recording, so make sure to tweet us. Our Twitter will be down in the description below, as well as our Twitch TV channel, and my personal channel and my personal Twitter will be down in the description below as well. But guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. I have been Mackii, the coach and content creator for Phoenix Esports and Phoenix Gaming. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We've got a lot of great content coming soon. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. See you next time.